Hello and welcome to Matt's Tech Show. If you haven't been living under a rock, then you've probably heard about Apple's new M1 powered laptops. They have insane levels of performance, crushing AMD and Intel laptops left and right. The M1 computers are a huge feat and deserve all the praise they get. However, you the consumer likely don't need it. If you're buying an Apple laptop new, then definitely either buy an M1 or wait for the size and configuration laptop you plan on buying to have Apple Silicon. However, if you don't care about macOS, then realistically you might not need it. The reason for this is there are much cheaper options. For instance, if you look at Dell's website, then you can see there are a lot of much cheaper options. For instance, you could spend around £600 and get a laptop that will serve your purposes just as well. The question is then, why not buy the M1 if it's so good? Well, if you want to spend $1,000 on a laptop, then the M1 MacBook is some of the best you can buy. However, if you don't need it and you're paying for wasted potential, you'll likely make use of the incredible battery life. However, if you use your laptop for things like Word and Excel, then the cost of utility is not high enough, especially if you're on a budget. In fact, the best option is, unless you need a new laptop, to keep your current one. If you really want a MacBook and are on a budget, then you can also buy one second hand, which reduces waste and means you could get a great deal. However, I would look up reviews of whatever MacBook you're considering in case it has problems. For instance, the Butterfly keyboard. This is because the performance of the M1 is well beyond what most people need. If you edit video for your job, or maybe edit large audio tracks with many channels, then the M1 MacBooks could be a good fit. However, for the average person, a much cheaper laptop running Word is sufficient. In terms of value, the M1 MacBooks are seemingly unbeatable, if you can make use of the performance. However, if you can't, then I recommend looking down market. However, if you're planning on spending $1,000, no matter what, then there aren't many better options. My position on technology as a whole is you should only purchase things that add value to your life. The reason why I use an iPhone 11 Pro is I feel it adds a lot of value to my life by having it, and I paid much less because I bought it second hand. It's okay to spend a lot if it adds a lot of benefit to your life, but you shouldn't pay more for something that you don't need. For the price of the M1 MacBooks, they have incredible battery life and performance and are some of the best value laptops you can buy right now. However, you should assess if one will actually benefit your life, especially if you're on a budget. The best kind of technology is the one that adds the most value at the lowest price. I recommend the M1 if you need the performance, have the money, and don't want to wait for more MacBooks to come out. If not, then I recommend waiting, buying second hand, or going elsewhere. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.